Read the Bible with me. And them yo people. That was God's response to me when I read Genesis 19. So God comes to earth. He puts on flesh. This is not the first time he put on flesh to handle some business, because the cries of Sodom and Gomorrah was deafening to him. But he came in a form of three. Now, before you tune me out and say that God can't come down to earth and be three people, can I just challenge you, put away the lies of the devil and just believe the word? Yeah, we've seen it in movies. We've read it in stories. We saw the behind the scene and the green screen. So stuff like this don't happen for real. But that's exactly what the enemy wants you to believe, so that you don't believe the word. So he comes to town. Abraham greets him. Abraham feeds him. Abraham finds out why they're in town, and that's to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. And he begs, if there's 50 people, 40 people, 20 down to 10, please don't burn up the whole city if there are just 10 righteous people, because he know his son/nephew Lot lives there. So God agreed. So in this next part of the Bible, two men show up to handle the business. A lot of translations will say that they were angels. But what I find fascinating about both Abraham and Lot is when they saw these men, they recognized the God in them. Do you recognize the God in godly people? And so Lot begged them to come home with him so that he can feed them and have a place to lay their head and then be on their way. They agreed. Now here's the disturbing part. The whole town of men, young and old, shows up to Lot's house to rape these two angels. Here's what's even more disturbing. Lot said, don't take my guests. Instead, take my two virgin daughters. Now, I'm just telling you the rest of the story. These angels saved Lot, pulled him out of there. God rained lava down on Sodom and Gomorrah, burned the whole city up. Lot's wife looks back, turns into a pillar of salt. They run to the mountains. Lot's daughters get a little bit older, have sex with their father so that they can have kids. They actually birthed the Moabites and the Amorites. We're gonna hear about those ites later, alright? But for now, why I'm so disturbed. Lot, how you gonna give a mob of men your daughters to rape instead of your guest? So I asked God. You wanna know what God said to me? Them yo people. So the next time we wanna ask God why he's allowing horrible things to happen on earth, and I don't need to go into detail. The answer he gave me is that we have the freedom of choice, and them yo people.